Hey everybody, welcome to today's matchup between your Bryant and Stratton Bobcats and the Edison State Chargers. This game's being played at Crusher Stadium out here in Avon, so at the beautiful turf infield, turf outfield, Crusher Stadium. It's why the view looks a little bit different today. We're up in the press box. It is a chilly, cold, windy day out here at Crusher Stadium. It was a beautiful morning, probably, I would say 7 degrees and sunny when I walked my dog this morning, and we walked into the stadium, and it's probably maybe 50 degrees and incredibly windy and wet right now, so we're going to call this game from the press box today. We've got your Bobcats rolling into this one with a record of 11-4, winners of 8 straight. They are 6-0 in OCCAC play. The Edison State Chargers come into this game 8-5. They are 4-0 in conference. They've taken games from Terra State. The Bobcats took 2 from them, and I believe they took a pair from Lakeland as well. So it should be a good matchup here. We got 2 undefeated conference teams going at it here in the OCCAC. Starting the game for the Bobcats is right-hander Tyler Schlick. Schlick comes into this one, having tossed 10 innings so far. He's got a record of 2-0. He's only allowed 3 runs, 1 earned, while striking out 16 through his 10 innings of work. That's good for an ERA of .9. Works with a good hard fastball. There's a hard slider off of that. Fastball right around 90 miles an hour. A little chilly today. Might be a little slower than usual. There's that hard slider coming off of it. Schlick's done a great job just baffling hitters up there so far this season. He's been a good addition to the Bobcats staff. Behind Schlick for the Bobcats, we'll have Blake Fuller doing the catching. John Costello will play third. Jackson Homage is at shortstop. Dom Prevesk plays second, and Logan Wonderly over at first. Through the outfield, we've got Riley Day in right field, Ryan Horstman in center field, and Tyler Wolf will be in left field. We're underway here in Avon. The first batter for Edison State will be number 13, Manny Wells. Wells coming into this game leading Edison State in hitting. He's got a .446 batting average. Wells takes a called strike. That fastball misses inside for ball 1. Count is 1-1 on the batter. Find my scoreboard. There we go. 2-1 now, the count on Wells. That one misses as well. Count runs to 3-1. That one misses away. Ball 4. Wells will take his walk and head down to first base. So that'll put a runner at first for Edison State here. Nobody out in the first inning. If there's been one thing that Schlick could work on so far this season, it would be the walks. He's walked 8 batters through his 10 innings, which isn't terrible, but they're really the only chink in his armor so far as he plunks number 9, Zach Grau, to put runners on first and second now for Edison State. So Schlick got himself in a little bit of trouble here, top of the first inning. Johnny Costello walks out to the mound to talk to him. I don't know if you can hear it, but the wind is just howling through the door behind me. We'll see if we can get that closed. It is cold too. There's a sacrifice bunt attempt by the third batter, number 6, Mason McCulloch. I'm sorry, Maccabee. There we go. Mason Maccabee. Count will go 0-1 on him. Costello playing behind the bag here at third. Not sure how much he put into that bunt attempt. That one just missed. Ball 1 on the batter. Counts now 1-1. A different angle for me. I'm used to sitting behind home plate and being able to let you know if a ball is on or off. It looked like it was on, but not as good of an angle for me here today. That one gets to the back. Blake Fuller hustles back to grab it, but the base runners from Edison State will move up a bag. And the count will go to 2-1 here on Mason Maccabee. Maccabee having a good year so far, hitting .350 on the season. 4 doubles, 6 RBIs. Schlick comes set. This one's stung, hitting to right center. That'll get the gap. It's going to score 2. Horseman's after it. Picks it up at the wall. Relay into Homage, but it's too late as the damage has been done. 2 runs are in for Edison State, and they take an early 2-0 lead. So Schlick gives up more runs in the first inning than he's given up all season. Edison State's on top, 2-0. Coach Z-Mac's going to take a trip out to chat with his right-hander, settle him down, get things restarted here. A little bit of a different perspective up here today too, as the windows are closed. We can't hear really what's going on the field. It's pretty quiet up here. It'd be nice to hear, but it's also nice to have the windows closed and not have wind going in and out. As I haven't mentioned, it is not a nice day today. So Tyler Schlick will go back to work. He'll be greeted by the 4th batter, Clay Jacobs. Jacobs playing first base today. That one misses for a ball. Jacobs comes into the game hitting .278. The biggest power threat really here for Edison State. He's got 2 triples and 2 home runs so far in the season. This one misses off the plate as well. Counts now 2-0 here on Jacobs. Schlick comes set with the 2-0 pitch. That one missed too. I guess it was high. Count is now 3-2 here on Jacobs. Schlick comes set with a 3-0 pitch. That one's in there. All right, called strike. 3-1 now the count on the Edison State first baseman. That one misses off the plate as well. So there's another walk. Second of the inning for Tyler Schlick. He's having some trouble finding the strike zone here early in this ball game. The Bobcats will get a little action going in their bullpen. It looks like left-hander Cade Campo just ran down there to try to get ready in a hurry. So runners on first and second here. Jordan Long will come to hit now for Edison State. They say he didn't go around. Long hitting .429 in the season. A little bit of power there as well. He's got 2 doubles and 2 homers, driven in 11. That one swung on and missed. Strike 1. Good slider there from Schlick. Schlick comes set with the 1-1. In there, strike 2. So Schlick ahead in the count here, 1-2. He looks to get himself a ground ball, try to get two outs here with 1 pitch. Costello playing behind the bag, not looking for the bunt anymore. This one's hit on the ground. It could be 2. Costello dives. It's through Homage. The ball is just thrown all over the place. It got through Homage there at shortstop. Tyler Wolf picked it up and tried to throw to Costello at third to get another run. I'm sorry, to get another out. Wolf commits a throwing error. It ends up behind the plate. And 2 more will come across the score as Jacobs comes to score as well. So Edison State's opened this one up to 4-0 here in the top of the first inning. That'll go in the books as a hit and an error, as the hit got through the infield, just a 3-hopper that found a hole. Schlick throws this first pitch to Troy Taylor to the backstop. That'll go down as a wild pitch. That'll put Jordan Long over there at third. Skipper Eric Lajeda has seen enough. He's going to make the move, go get Campo. Just not Schlick's day. As the right-hander will take a seat here without recording an out in the top of the first inning. 4 runs allowed. Those 4 runs scored on 2 errors. I'm sorry, not 2 errors. 2 walks that hit batter, an error, and 2 base hits. So we'll be back here with Cade Campo taking over top of the first. Cade Campo will come into the ball game now for the Bobcats. Campo worked his first win in his last game pitched. He threw against Penn State Beaver last week. His first pitch is in there for strike 1. So we got a 1-1 count here on the batter as he took over after the wild pitch was thrown to move Long over to third. He'll come into the ball game. Bobcats trailing 4-0. That pitch buzzes number 12, Troy Taylor, but didn't hit him. He got out of the way. Count 2-1 now here on Taylor. Campo's pitch swung on and missed. Good pitch there by Campo. Looked like he pulled the string on him a little bit. Campo, a crafty lefty, throws all kinds of things up there. He's got a fastball, 2-seam fastball that'll run in here on right-handed batter. I'm sorry, on the lefty Taylor. Curveball fouled off into the first base dugout. And Campo will toss a slider, a curveball, changeup. Likes to change arm angles, change timing. Keeps hitters off balance. He's a good adjustment off of Tyler Schlick, who throws the ball a lot harder, upper 80s, low 90s, with that hard slider. So Campo is a good different look than Schlick. That fastball misses up and in. Run the count now to 3-2 here on Troy Taylor. That one misses up and in as well. Taylor will take a walk. So third walk in the inning. First from Campo. And Edison State here is back in action as they got runner on the corners with nobody out. Top of the first inning, already leading the ball game 4-0. So Taylor will get his lead over at first. Jordan Long at third. Campo's first pitch will miss high for a ball. Count 1-0. As I mentioned before, Campo mixes things up well from the left side. He throws the fastball, 78 to 81. We'll mix in the curveball that'll sit in the high 60s. He'll throw a slider in there in the mid 70s and a changeup that's also kind of right around that 70-mile-an-hour mark. So he's throwing pitches that are coming in at different speeds, which, as a former hitter, is tough when you got 4 different speeds coming at you. That breaking ball misses down in the dirt. Counts now 2-1. Runner on the move. Fuller's throw got him out there at second base. Great throw back there from Blake Fuller. Good tag at second by Dom Prevesk. The Bobcats have their first out here in the inning as a base runner is erased. Believe that was a called strike on the batter. We should be 2-2. Nope, 3-1. 3-1 the count now here. That one swung on and missed. 3-2 now the count. An out here would be huge for Campo. Swung on and missed. Big strikeout there by Cade Campo. So the Bobcats now have 2 away. So Garrett Kelly goes down swinging. That'll bring Tyler Russell, the DH today for Edison State. First pitch misses, ball 1. This one swung on, hit in the air to right field. That'll hang up there. Riley Day comes in, makes the catch, and that'll do it here. The Bobcats navigate the rest of the first inning. Cade Campo comes in and works a little magic to get out of that one without allowing a run. So good job there by Cade to come in and clean it up. Just not Tyler Schlick's day. He's, like I said at the start of the game, he's been magnificent all year long. Hoping to have him bounce back. After 1 inning, he'll be good to throw sometime later this week. He might get this start in Game 3 of this series. After that one, come back with a little redemption. At the end of the first, in the middle of the first, Edison State winning 4-0. They've got 4 runs on 2 hits, 1 error. We will be back bottom of the first. Bobcats coming up. We're back here, bottom of the first inning. Dom Prevesk will be leading off for the Bobcats. Bobcats trailing on this one, 4-0 here early. Plenty of time for a comeback. Bobcats scored all kinds of runs against Clark State in their last series. First pitch from Jaron Slusher is in there for strike one. Slusher has been the guy for Edison State. Player of the week twice for the OCCAC. Comes into the ball game a record of 3-2 out of 5 appearances. He's closed 2 games as well. Thrown 29 innings so far. Struck out 50 batters. Got an ERA 2.43. Slusher looks to cool down the Bobcat bats, who have just been the Bobcats. The Bobcats have just been rolling since they got back from spring break. We just looked up the numbers. They've outscored opponents 90-24 since returning back to Ohio. So 90 runs in their last 6 games or so. This one misses away. Count now 3-1 on Prevesk. Prevesk having a great year, hitting .514 so far as that .440 batting average jumped as he had 5 hits against Clark State in the last doubleheader. At a 1.5 OPS on the season. So Slusher comes set. Kicks 3-1, misses down low, and the Bobcats have a leadoff man. So that'll put a runner at first for the Bobcats, and it'll bring up Riley Day. Good to see Day back in the lineup. He was dealing with a hamstring there earlier. So far this season, had a couple at bats at Clark State. Gets the start here, game 1 against Edison State. Day up to hit. So Day will step in the box against Slusher for his first at bat. Slusher pick off to first base. Prevesk scampers back safe. Riley hitting just .211 so far in the season, but 2 of those hits are long balls, as he's got 9 RBIs on 2 home runs. He had 3 hits, 2 home runs. Takes a called strike there. Counts now 0-1. Riley, of course, had a great season last season for the Bobcats. Hit .439, slugged .805 for a 1.3 OPS. Hit 7 home runs, second on the team, right behind OCCAC Player of the Year, Torrey Roper. Roper out over at IUP now, playing ball for them. Another pickoff attempt is no good. Prevesk still over there at first base. Decent lead by Prevesk. Good wheels, but we'll see if Coach Plata is a little bit more conservative with his base runners here down 4 early in the ball game. Slusher comes set with the 0-1. There goes Prevesk. Misses, skips away. Dom dives into 2. Didn't know the ball got through. If he had peeked like that was a hit and run, he would have been standing on third base. Anyway, goes in. We got the Bobcats have a base runner now in scoring position. Counts 1-1 on Riley Day. Slusher comes set. Checks Prevesk over at second now. That one will miss low. Count goes to 2-1 on Day. Called strike on the outside part of the plate. Counts now 2-2 on Riley. As I mentioned earlier, Slusher coming into the ballgame, striking out just about 2 an inning. He's thrown 29 innings, has 50 strikeouts. Slusher taking a lot of time between pitches here. He'll step off. That should be a ball if they're playing by the rules that we've seen so far this season. He didn't make an attempt to throw to the bag. Maybe the shortstop called time first. I think that's what may have happened. The shortstop called time from the diamond to run in and talk before Slusher stepped off the mound. But if that was initiated by him, there's got to be a fake throw somewhere, because the new rules say that a pitcher, when he disengages with the rubber and there's runners on base, has to make an attempt to throw to a bag. That's rule of visit as well. Visits aren't just from coaches anymore. A pitcher or a player going out to talk to his pitcher is considered a visit. So Slusher ready to go. He'll come set. He steps off there. It should be a ball if we're talking. I don't know. Maybe I missed something pregame, but from what we've seen, we've had umpires very adamant about that rule change so far this year. If a pitcher steps off, they have to make an attempt to a bag. Day swings through a breaking ball. That misses down in the dirt. He'll be the first out of the inning for the Bobcats. That'll bring up third baseman Johnny Costella. He'll bat with Dom Prevesk over at second base still. One away here. The Bobcats looking to put one on the board themselves and cut into that 4-run lead a little bit. Don't have to get it all back here in this inning, but chip away, add 1, add 2. Prevesk fake steals third base. That ball missed high. Counts now 1-0 here on Costella. Slusher comes set, checks the runner at second. Off-speed pitch will miss high. Counts now 2-0. A little bit harder to tell what the pitcher's tossing from our angle here today. Usually we're right behind home plate and can give you a better indication of how hard they're throwing. We've got the gun there with us. Hard to do that from up here. Slusher's 2-0. Hit into right field. That should be enough to move up Prevesk. The right fielder will drift back and get it. The throw will come in, but not in time as Dom moves up to third. And the Bobcats have a man at third base here with 2 away. And so far, I'd say Slusher's working with a decent fastball. I'd say mid-80s, 83, 86. Nothing overpowering, nothing the Bobcats haven't seen. He's mixed in a breaking ball so far. Tyler Wolf will come to bat. He'll hit here with the runner on third. Wolf swings through a breaking ball. 0-1 the count now on him. Ty's been swinging the bat well lately. Average up to .413. OPS up over 1,000 as he is slugging .740. He's hit 3 triples and 2 home runs so far this season, driven in 12. That leads all Bobcats. Well, tied for first with Logan Wonderly, who also has 12. One on one the count here on Wolf. Slusher comes set. Dots a fastball on the outside part of the plate for strike 2. Ty falls behind in the count here, 1-2. Runner at third base here. Maybe we'll see a breaking ball down in the dirt. I'm sure Dom's ready. Anything that scoots away, he'll be trying to score. Ty swings through a high fastball. The Bobcats go down scoreless. They leave one stranded on no hits, no walk. No hits, one walk. They will head back out, top of the second inning, try to throw up a 0 and go hit some more, break into this 4-0 lead. We're back here, top of the second. Bobcats trailing 4-0 to Edison State. Cade Campo will come back in for his second inning of work. Campo came in relief at Tyler Schlick in the first inning. First pitch is swung on, hit out to left field. That'll land foul. Jackson Homage was after it, so was Costello and Wolf. It kind of landed right between all of them, right over there in that Bobcat bullpen. Real windy out there today. I'm not sure if you can see the flags out in center field, but they are blowing straight out. So anything up in the air has a chance. Hitting for Edison State is number 30, Hunter Warner. It'll go Warner and then back up to the top of the lineup. That one will miss. Counts now 2-1. This one swung on, dribbler up the middle. Costello grabs, throws on the run. Can't get Warner hustling down the line. A tough luck hit from Cade Campo there. That'll put his leadoff runner at first base. And the top of the Edison State Chargers lineup coming back up in Manny Wells. As we mentioned, Wells leading Edison State in hitting, 446 average. Got 3 doubles and a home run so far in this year, 7 RBIs. He'll hit here with Warner at first, nobody out. Squares the bunt, pulls it back. That ball goes to the back and sticks. Warner will move up to second. Another wild pitch, or pass ball, not sure what that'll be called. I think it's squirted through the middle. I'd say probably a pass ball. That'll put another man in scoring position here for Edison State. Wells will bat with a 1-0 count. That one misses as well. Counts now 2-0 on Wells. Time called at the plate. Campo comes set, checks his runner over at second base. That pitch misses down as well. 3-0 the count now. The 3-0 pitch misses off the plate. That'll be a walk. And Edison State will have runners at first and second. They are back in business here. Top of the second inning, nobody away. That's Wells' second walk so far of the day. This one's lined into right field. They're sending him around third. Nope, put the brakes on here. That ball's bobbled a little bit in right field by Riley Day. Warner put his head down and missed the sign from his coach over there at third to take the bag. So a little good luck there for the Bobcats. That run could have scored there on that play, but instead they end up with the bases loaded and nobody out. That was Zach Grau with the single. That'll bring up number 6, Mason Maccabee. Maccabee swings through the first pitch, fouls it off. As Maccabee will hit here with a chance to stretch out this lead for Edison State Chargers, as he's hitting here with the bases loaded and nobody out. The Bobcats in damage control. Curveball misses off the plate, ball 1. 1-1 the count now on Maccabee. Maccabee hitting .350 on the season. Driven in 6. 4 extra base hits, all doubles. Another breaking ball misses down in the dirt. 2-1 the count now on Maccabee. Looks like Campo's having a little trouble spotting that curveball here in the second inning. He missed low with it a couple times. There's been a couple pitches. That one's lined up the middle. That'll score 2. Home comes Warner. Home comes Wells. Edison State adds 2 more runs to their 4-0 lead. Score is now 6-0. As they continue to take advantage of free base runners by the Bobcats. I guess just 1 free base runner there. Warner hit his way on. Warner comes around to score. Wells comes around to score for the second time so far today. It was on base twice by the walk. The Chargers now lead this one 6-0, and the heart of their order coming up. Clay Jacobs will step in now. He's got a 1-1 count. Jacobs takes a big swing. Fouls it back over the net. Counts 1-2 now. Ground ball double play here go a long way for helping the Bobcats here in the top of the second. Campo rings up Clay Jacobs there on the outside part of the plate. Jacobs didn't like it. Again, we can't see a whole lot of the strike zone from up here, but I feel, just from my own opinion, that Campo has thrown other pitches that were far closer to the strike zone and not had them called than that strike 3 to Jacobs was. 1 away here in the inning. Still have runners at first and second. Edison State leading this one 6-0. Jordan Long now into bat for Edison State. He was left on third base last inning as Cade Campo came in and did an admirable job to get 3 outs without letting that runner from third score. Jacob swings through another one. Counts now 1-2. Campo comes set, the 1-2 pitch. Hit on the ground. Homage to Previs. Previs throws a dart to Wonderly, and they got him. Campo works out of it. Good double play there by the Bobcats. I was worried after that second hop to Homage they wouldn't have time, but Previs throws a laser over to Wonderly to get out of the inning. So, Edison State plates 2 more. Their lead's now 6-0. The Bobcats coming back, trying to chip away here, bottom of the second inning. Bottom of the second inning, Drew Furchow coming to bat here for the Bobcats. They trail this one 6-0. Darren Slusher back out for his second inning of work. He'll try to take advantage of the 6 runs that his offense has plated him here. Some decent run support for the Chargers ace. Slusher's fastball misses away for ball 1. That one's in there for strike 1. 1-1 the count now here on Furchow. Furchow lines one foul off the third base dugout. Counts now 1-2 on the Bobcat lefty. Drew comes into this ball game hitting .381 on the season. 3 doubles, a home run, 6 RBIs. He's behind in the count here, 1-2. Got to watch out for that breaking ball that Slusher's been tossing up there. Had a lot of guys swinging over the top of it, ball in the dirt. That one misses away, 2-2 the count now. Slusher comes set. 2-2 pitch, swung on and missed. It scoots away. Drew will run down to first base. The catcher, Warner, grabs it, throws over to first to Jacobs. And Furchow's the first out of the inning for the Bobcats. The Bobcat bats came into this game smoking hot as they put up 24 runs on 29 hits against Clark State a couple days ago. Still looking for their first knock in this one. Ryan Horseman steps to the plate. Takes a called strike from Slusher. Another one in there. 0-2 now they count on Horseman. Fastball taken off the dish. Ball 1, 1-2 the count now. Slusher looks like he's got a little extra on the fastball this inning. That looked like a breaking ball that he held on to a little long. It'll go to the back. Counts now 2-2 on Horseman. Horseman, a real patient hitter at the plate. Already got 17 walks so far in the season. Goes deep in counts, 17 walks. Scored 12 runs. He swings through this one. And he's the second strikeout of the inning for Slusher. The Bobcats have 2 away now going into... and he'll pass the bat to Logan Wonderly, the Bobcat first baseman. So he'll try to get something going here with 2 outs, bottom of the second inning. Slusher's first pitch to Wonderly is in the dirt for ball 1. Logan hitting .321 this season. 3 doubles, a home run. As I mentioned earlier, he's tied for the team lead in RBIs with Tyler Wolf with 12. He's also scored 11 times. That one misses high. The count's now 2-0 here on Logan Wonderly. Slusher's 2-0 catches the corner for strike one. The 2-1 will miss high. Count goes to 3-1 on Logan Wonderly. Good at bat here from Logan. Bobcats looking to get a runner on base here. See if they can get something going on. Bottom of the second inning. Wonderly takes a called strike. That'll go to 3-2 now. So Slusher comes set with the payoff pitch. Fastball swung on, fouled away. Logan Wonderly, good tough at bat up there. We'll do it again here. 3-2, 2 away. Bottom of the second inning. Bobcats trailing 6-0. Three-two pitch misses high. Wonderly will take his bait. Oh, they ring him up 5 seconds after the pitch was thrown. Good Lord. Wonderly strikes out. He's Slusher's third strikeout of the inning. He strikes out the side. We'll go top of the third. Bobcats trailing this one 6-0. Top of the third inning, Bobcats trailing 6-0. That'll be it for Cade Campo today as he comes in, throws 2 innings, allows 2 runs on 2 hits, 2 walks. 3 hits, 2 walks. Struck out 2 along the way. He'll turn the ball over to Connor Lovejoy. Lovejoy comes into the game having thrown 6 innings so far this season. He's allowed 8 hits, 4 runs, 4 earned. He's walked 3, struck out 3. His first pitch, slider, swung on and missed by number 12, Troy Taylor. Taylor walked his first time up in the first inning. Another slider. Dribbled over to first base. That'll put Lovejoy up in the count 0-2. To the count on Taylor. Lovejoy kicks, fires. Slider hit to first. Logan Wonderly will glove it. Flip to Lovejoy, covering the bag for the first out. Nice little PFP there by the Bobcats. Lovejoy living on the breaking ball there. Gets his first batter. That'll bring up Garrett Kelly. Kelly playing center field for Edison State today. Hasn't had much to do out there. Jared Slusher's been electric so far here in this ball game. That one misses off the plate. I think I've got 1-1. Move the count to 1-1 here on the batter. That one's down in the zone. Counts now 2-1. Apparently that was a 3-0 pitch. That one looked to be about 2 inches lower than the pitch that Logan Wonderly just struck out on. But it's ball 4. It'll send Garrett Kelly to first. He's a 1-out walk. It'll bring Tyler Russell up to bat for the Edison State Chargers. Russell spits on a breaking ball down in the dirt. Counts now 1-0. Foul ball down the first baseline. 1-1 the count now. Russell flew out his first time up. Flew out to Riley Day out there in right field to end the first inning. That one will miss high as well. Counts now 2-1. Russell fouls this one off. 2-2 the count now. Russell hitting .269 on the season. 7 hits, 1 extra base hit, a home run. Hasn't walked so far this year, so there's a stat. The man likes to go up and swing. Not sure what we got going on here. If they tell Connor he's got to fake a throw, they should have told the other pitcher in the first inning. He stepped off and didn't do anything 2 or 3 times. Lovejoy will step back on the mound. Check his runner Kelly at first. This one swung on and missed. Lovejoy sits him down. His first strikeout. That'll bring up Hunter Warner. He'll bat here with 1 away and a runner on first. I'm sorry, 2 away and a runner on first. Fuller snaps one down to first base. Good pick there by Wonderly. Kelly's still over there at the bag. This one swung on, hit down the third baseline. Costella knocks it down. He won't have a play, but it was a heck of a defensive effort there to keep that ball out of the corner. If that get past him, it might score a run depending on how fast it rolls across this carpet that is the outfield. So a good play there by Johnny Costella to knock that one down. That'll go down as an infield hit for Hunter Warner. I guess he's robbed of extra bases. So first and second here, we've flipped the lineup over to Manny Wells back up at the top. Wells has walked twice, scored twice so far in this ballgame. Perfectly capable of hitting his way on, though, hitting .446 on the year, leading the Chargers. First pitch to Manny's a ball, misses high. Next one's a fastball, catches the corner, 1-1 now the count. So now there's a ball. Once again, I mean, if you haven't followed any of the broadcasts, you know how I feel about this rule. But once again, we stopped the game for the speed-up rule, that is to make pitchers. Nice play over there by Costella. Good pick. He beats the runner to the bag. Good defensive effort by Johnny Costello in this inning. He knocks one down to keep the runners at one base, and then dives, makes a play, picks it, and then beats the runner from second to the bag to end the inning. So that'll do it here for Edison State in the top half of the third inning. They lead it 6-0 going to the bottom half. Bottom of the third inning, Jackson Homage coming to bat for the Bobcats. They trail this one 6-0 to Edison State. Still looking for their first hit in the ball game. Homage steps in, hitting .424 on the season. Not sure what the chat was about. We'll try it again here. This one stung right at the first baseman. Jacobs grabs it, steps in the bag, and that'll do it for Homage here. As there's one pitch thrown, one out created. Good piece of hitting by Homage, but number 16, Clay Jacobs, is over there to grab it and step on the bag. That'll bring up the catcher, Blake Fuller. Fuller's a tad tardy on the fastball. Count's now 0-1. One away here, bottom of the third. Slusher's 0-1 is in the dirt. Counts now 1-1 here on Fuller. That one's fouled away. 1-2 the count now. Fuller, the freshman backstop for the Bobcats, hitting .250 on the year. Slugging .417. He's got 3 knocks, 2 doubles. Driven in 5. Slusher plunks him with a breaking ball. Fuller will take his base. And the Bobcats have a man here on and with one away, bottom of the third inning. That'll flip the lineup over to Don Prevesk. Don will step in, leading the team in hitting, batting .514 on the year, slung at .946. He's got 6 triples. This one's hit up the middle, right to the second baseman, flips to the shortstop, over to Jacobs at first for a routine 4-6-3 double play. That'll do it here at bottom of the third inning. Bobcats still trailing this one 6-0. Top of the third inning, Connor Lovejoy remains the pitcher for the Bobcats. He'll come out for his second inning of work. Threw a clean frame in the third, looking to do the same here in the fourth. He'll be greeted by the 2, 3, and 4 hitters for Edison State. Zach Grau, the right fielder, will step in. He'll take his first pitch in there for a called strike. Grau's got 2 hits over here so far in the game. Scored in the first inning. Falls behind the count here, 0-2. Lovejoy shakes a few times, gets the one he wants, throws a curve ball wrapped around the plate, in there for ball 1. 1-2 the count now here on Grau. Grau hits one in the air into right center. Ryan Horstman's got a beat on it. He'll run it down, make the play. Wind is absolutely howling out there. You can't really tell it because we're sitting behind the glass, but if you look at the flags in center field, they're blowing straight back. So what would have been a routine fly ball for Ryan Horstman ends up being a little bit exciting as it carries an extra 10 or 15 feet than he expected it would. It's first out of the inning for Edison State. As Grau flies out to Horstman in center field. That'll bring up Mason Maccabee, the shortstop, number 6. Maccabee was hit and scored his first time up, grounded in a double play last time. Takes a ball in the dirt here, 1-0 the count. This one's in there for strike 1. Maccabee lifts one out in the outfield. Riley Day's after this one. That's going to land. Day gets tripped up, or he's had a hammy out there, so somebody needs to go check on him, I guess. He looked like he was going for the ball. Not good out here in right center as Riley Day is down on the field. Looks like he's got that right leg pulled up. That's the hamstring that he had injured earlier this season. Now Ryan Horseman runs the ball down, gets it back in, but not before Maccabee ends up on third. And we'll be back after we get an update on Riley Day. Riley Day is helped off the field, and Rontrell Greer will replace him out there in right field. As mentioned, Riley Day's been out with a right hamstring strain since the second or third game in that spring break trip. He came back and has been playing in limited action the last week or so. Got the start today, and it looks like he may have aggravated it again. So sending good vibes to Riley. Hopefully it's nothing too serious. Connor Lovejoy goes back to work. He's ahead in the count here, 0-1 on the cleanup man, Clay Jacobs. Jacobs swings through a slider. Count now 0-2. Jacobs lifts one into the outfield. Costello give it a run. That ball just absolute. That was in the stands, and Costello reversed course as it took a right turn and went right back into the field of play. It is so incredibly windy out there right now. I can't imagine trying to get a pop-up like that. But Jacob stays alive. Counts still 0-2. Fouls one off his foot. Count remains 0-2. McAbee's out there at third base as he's on third with a triple. Anything hit up into the wind today has got a chance. If you can hear the wind coming underneath we don't have the door open. That's just the amount of wind that's coming underneath the door. And hear the press box. Lovejoy rings him up on the outside part of the plate. Jacobs is the second out of the inning. That's his second K of the game. This one looking. That'll bring up Jordan Long. Long 1 for 2 on the day. Singled in the first. Hitting .429 on the year for the Edison State Chargers. 4 extra base hits, 2 doubles, 4 home runs. He's driven in 11. This one's upstairs, counts now 2-0. Lovejoy's delivery misses low, 3-0 the count. So if we're gonna pitch around a guy in the Chargers lineup, this might be the guy to do it. Lovejoy's delivery catches the outside part of the plate, 3-1 the count now. Long's hitting .429, as mentioned, with 11 RBIs. That's second on the team. Swung through. Good 3-1 slider there by Lovejoy. Counts now 3-2. Lovejoy works from a 3/4 angle. There's a fastball, some good comeback to it. They can break in on righties, and then a slider working the opposite direction. Another breaking ball flailed at, fouled off by number 4 Jordan Long. We'll do it again at 3-2. 2 away here, 3-2 count. This one poked to the right side. Good cover by Lovejoy, but he can't handle the throw. Oh, he did such a good job getting over to cover the bag as Logan Wonderly came off to try to give it a look. Prevesk was in the hole. Lovejoy covered, just couldn't handle the throw. He was one catch of the ball away from getting out of that inning. But that's that'll be another run for the Edison State Chargers. They now lead 7-0. I believe that's going to have to go down as an error on Lovejoy over at first base. That'll be the Bobcats' second error of the ball game. The batter, Troy Taylor, is adamant that that ball hit him, but our home plate umpire says, I don't think so. Get back in the box. 1-1 the count now. Lovejoy picks off over to first base. Long dives back in safe. This one's hit down the line. Logan Wonderly will make the play. He catches it while standing on first base. And the inning is over. Looks like Taylor had a few words for the home plate umpire there as he was running down the line, and the umpire is not having it. That'll do it here. Top of the 4th inning. Bobcats down 7-0. They're coming back in the bottom half. Bottom of the third inning, or I'm sorry, bottom of the fourth inning. Bobcats looking to scratch out a couple. They'll see Jaron Slusher again. Rontrell Greer will be our leadoff batter. He came in for the injured Riley Day. He'll hit for the first time here today. Bobcats still looking for their first hit. Slusher's held him hitless so far. Greer swings through a fastball. 0-1 the count. Slusher comes set with the 0-1. Kicks, delivers, fastball misses down in the dirt. Counts now 1-1. Greer swings through another fastball. Count now 1-2. Greer, another left-handed bat in the Bobcat lineup. The way the wind's blowing today, if he got anything up into the air, it's going to carry out over that right field wall. Johnny Costello, the on-deck batter, can attest to, is he just chased a foul ball that looked like it was going to end up in the parking lot and almost landed on the foul line. The Slusher comes set. The 1-2. Misses down and in. 2-2 the count now. Greer hitting .258 on the year. Even .500 on base percentage. He's drawn 14 walks. This one will miss high. 3-2 the count now. Slusher comes set with the payoff pitch. That'll miss as well. The Bobcats have a leadoff man here in the bottom of the fourth inning. That'll bring up Johnny Costello with a runner on first base. Nobody out. Greer with a good lead over there at first base. Slusher gives him a look. He dives in just ahead of the tag. Bobcats like to run. They've got 41 stolen bases so far on the year. Been caught 10 times. That's a stolen base percentage, right around 80%. Greer's got 5, only been caught once. Slusher rocks, fires. Costello takes a fastball on the inside part of the plate for strike 1. Greer wasn't moving on the pitch. We'll see if that changes. Slusher doesn't look to be crazy quick to the plate. Bobcats might be able to run on him. Dom Prevesk stole one in the first inning. Another pickoff move. Greer dives in ahead of the throw. I wouldn't say he's back in plenty of time, but he's safe nonetheless. It's one thing I was always a fan of as a base runner. If I'm not going anywhere, I'm going to get a bigger lead and kind of anticipate that throw back. Costello swings through a curveball. Actually, if I was stealing a base, I would take a half step off my lead. One, it makes a base runner look a little less intimidating over there at first. If you're a pitcher, you peek and the base runner's closer, you're less likely to pick. And gives me the freedom to get a little bit better of a jump. I can think going to second, and then still have a little extra time to dive back if the pickoff move is thrown over. Greer dives back in. The Slusher's thrown over 7 times now. Another one. There's number 8. I think at this point, he's just trying to wear him out. If he throws over enough times, he'll be too tired to run to second base. Greer still out there with that good-sized lead. Costello fouls one off over the first base dugout. Count will stay 0-2. Good day to be playing on a turf field. It rained buckets on their way over here. Hasn't rained since the game started. But like as we mentioned, the wind is incredibly strong out there right now. Looks like Greer may have been leaning a little bit to second there on that one. Dives back in safe anyway. Throw was high. I don't think we're supposed to get any more rain, but it's not supposed to stop being this windy. There goes Greer. Costello hits one up in the air. Greer's got to get back. That's a foul ball. That'll land foul. That could have been a disaster if that ball would have been caught. Rontrell Greer was standing on third. They could have ran the ball back to the bag and beat him there. That ball had to have carried an extra 20 yards, too. That looked like it was going to land in the first base coach's box, and they picked it up in the bullpen down there. So Costello stays alive. Count still 0-2. The Bobcat third baseman looks to put the first hit of the day on the board for Bryant Stratton. Greer not moving on this one. Ball grounded to shortstop. The ball grounded to shortstop. Maccabee flips to long at second. They get Greer going into the bag, but not fast enough to get Costello down the line at first. So we'll have Costello at first base now with one away. Tyler Wolf coming to the bat. Slusher comes set. The first pitch to Wolf on its way. Looking at a breaking ball on the inside part of the plate, maybe. Tied up tie. He fouls it away for strike one. Slusher comes set. Another pickoff attempt to first base. Costello dives back in safely. Costello picks and chooses his spots to steal. I wouldn't say he's got blazing speed, but he's 7 for 9 so far on stolen base attempts. That one misses down. Counts now 1-1 on Tyler Wolf. This one misses as well. Count goes to 2-1. The Bobcats making Slusher work here in the bottom of the 4th inning. And Greer drew a 7 or 8 pitch walk. Costello fouled off 2 or 3 pitches on a no-2 count before he grounded into the fielder's choice. And Wolf up here now with a 3-1 count. That one squirts away a little bit, but not far enough for Johnny Costello to move up. Tile bat with a 3-1 count here. And he's looking for one thing, the fastball. If Slusher throws Ty at 3-1 fastball here, we could have us a 7-2 ball game real quick. That one catches the outside part of the plate. Count goes to 3-2. So full count now on Tyler Wolff. Johnny Costello, the runner at first. Costello on the move. Wolff hits one. Line drive off the first baseman. Tyler can really run, and he beats that ball to first base. Wow! Wolff getting down the line. Costello with some good base running moves up to third on the throw. Costello was off on the pitch. Wolff hit a absolute line drive shot that hit the ground right in front of first baseman Clay Jacobs. Jacobs couldn't handle it as the ball hit him 2 or 3 times. It looked like it got the inside of a knee, hit him in the chest, maybe went off his toe. Jacobs picked up the ball and flipped it to Slusher, who was covering the bag, but Wolff was able to beat the throw there. Johnny Costello does a great job getting down the line. And we're at, we got runners, Bobcats at the corners here, 1 away. I'd say that's a hit. That's an infield hit. Now that ball was scorched over there to first baseman Jacobs. If he'd have been standing a foot to the right, it's a double or a triple down the line. That'll bring up Drew Furchow. Tyler Wolff on the move. Throw not in time. Looks like they were trying to possibly cut the throw with Long in the middle of the infield and get Costello going to the plate. But Wolff slides in safe. That'll put runners at second and third now with Drew Furchow at the plate. The Bobcats have something cooking here with 1 away, bottom of the 4th inning. This one blocked by home plate umpire. Johnny Costello dives back in, and he's called out from the umpire in the field. That is just some terrible luck for the Bobcats, as that 2-0 fastball didn't get any part of the catcher, Hunter Warner, and was completely blocked by the home plate umpire. Looks like he may have got crossed up. The umpire wore it. It got stuck in his gear. Costello lost track of where the ball was and was on his way to the plate when the catcher picked it up right at his feet and was able to throw out Johnny Costello at third base. I think skipper Eric Leheder is going to go talk to the home plate umpire, or the field umpire, and see if he'll talk to his partner, who may have had a better angle about the throw. I've worked with this guy in the past, though, and I don't see him going to talk to his partner on this. He's one of the guys that likes to feel in charge when he's out there. So, yeah, he's going to take control of this one and not ask for help on the judgment call. We're going to check on the home plate umpire, make sure he's okay. And Drew Furchow will bat now with 2 away and a runner on second. Some bad luck there for the Bobcats. Nothing Johnny Costello could do. It looked like that ball went all the way to the backstop, and turns out it was sitting in the umpire's box. Drew Furchow will take a walk. So instead of bases loaded and 1 away, we've got 2 away here and runners on first and second. That'll bring Ryan Horseman to the plate. Horseman will bat with 2 away, runners at first and second. And the Slusher stepped off the rubber and didn't fake a throw. Coach Plate over at third base is making sure that the umpires know he's not happy that it wasn't called. Slusher comes set. Horseman drives one to left field. This is going to get over the left fielder's head, and it hops over the wall for an RBI double. Oh, good Lord. And some more just bad luck for the Bobcats, as that would have easily scored 2. And Horseman may have ended up on third base the way that he can run. Anyway, the Bobcats are on the board here as they get a run back in the bottom of the 4th. Horseman standing at second with a 2-out double. Tyler Wolff came around the score. That'll bring up Logan Wonderly as he'll bat here with 2 away. And Bobcats at second and third. Slusher's fastball misses high. Counts now 1-0 on Logan Wonderly. Slusher comes set. This one's hit hard into center field. That'll score 2. Horseman comes around third base. He'll go into home plate standing, and Logan Wonderly delivers for the Bobcats. He takes the first strike he sees and smashes it into left center to drive in Furchow and Horseman off the bases for the Bobcats. They cut it in half here. 3 runs in on the inning. Bobcats putting together good at-bats here against Slusher in the 4th inning, second time through the lineup. Wonderly on at first. Jackson Homage will be the batter. Slusher starts off with the curveball there. He gets ahead in the count, 0-1. So a little tough luck for the Bobcats early in the inning. Ends up not being too much of a deal breaker as the sticks come alive and back-to-back hits by Horseman and Wonderly plate 3. Another pickoff attempt misses high. Wonderly dives back in safe. Slusher taking a long look in. Comes set with the 0-1. Homage hits this one up in the air. Who knows where this ball will end up? Right fielder's camp drifts back another 10 feet, makes the catch, and the Bobcats are retired in the 4th. They scored 3 runs on 3 hits, 1 error. They cut the lead from 7-0 to 7-3 here in the 4th. We'll be back top of the 5th. Bobcats come back on D. Top of the 5th inning, Edison State Chargers leading your Bobcats 7-3. Bobcats showing some life, though. They played 3 runs in the last inning. Connor Lovejoy stays out on the mound working for the Bobcats. He's thrown the last 2 innings. He'll be greeted by number 8, Garrett Kelly. Kelly takes a first pitch strike to start off the inning. Kelly struck out in the first, hit by a pitch his last time up. Fouls off a breaking ball. Count goes to 0-2 now. Lovejoy's done a good job spinning that breaking ball in there today. He's looked really good out of the Bobcat pen so far. It is just howling outside. This ball's lined on the right field line. It hits the mound. Rontrell Greer picks it up. Can't get a handle on it though. If he'd have got it clean off the mound there, he might have had a shot at Kelly coming around first base, but isn't able to keep a handle on it. And Kelly will go into second with a stand-up double to start off the 5th inning for the Chargers. Tyler Russell coming to hit now for the Chargers. Lovejoy's first pitch to him misses high. Swing and a miss. Lovejoy evens the count back up at 1-1. Another slider in there. Strike 2. 1-2 the count now on the Chargers' designated hitter. The 1-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. Tied him up. Good pitch there by Lovejoy. Throws the slider that starts at the hip and breaks over the inside part of the plate. Russell had nothing to do with it. He'll be the first out of the inning, and he'll pass the bat to Hunter Warner, the Charger catcher. He'll come to bat here with one away with a runner on second. First pitch to Warner misses down for a ball. Little action in the Bobcat bullpen as it looks like Jacob Shaw is warming up down there. Warner hits one straight up in the air. Logan Wanderley's got a beat on it. He'll make the play, and there are 2 away here. Lovejoy continues to just cruise through the Chargers hitters. So 2 away here with a runner on second base, and the leadoff man, Manny Wells, up the plate. Wells 0 for 1 today, walked twice, scored twice. Takes a called strike on the outside part of the plate. Wells gets into one, hits it up into left field. Not deep enough, though. As Tyler Wolf makes the play, and that'll do it for the Chargers here in the top of the 5th inning. Lovejoy does a good job working around a leadoff double. Gets a K, a pop-up, and a pop fly out there to Tyler Wolf to retire the Chargers. He'll bring the Bobcats back up as they will send Blake Fuller and then the top of the lineup up in the bottom of the 5th inning, trying to even this game up. Chargers still leading 7-3. Bottom of the 5th inning, Blake Fuller coming to hit for the Bobcats. He'll get his second shot here against Jared Jaron Slusher. Bounced into a 6-4-3 double play his first time up. Swings through a fastball. Outside part of the plate for strike one. Fuller having a little trouble catching up to the fastball today. Slusher's thrown 2 or 3 that he was tardy on. Slows it down and it's in there for strike 2. So Blake falls behind in the count, 0-2. I think he was sitting on a heater there and got a changeup, or I think that was a changeup. Didn't look like it had the break that his sliders had today. Caught him off guard. I think another breaking ball. Fouled away. Count will remain 0-2 on the Bobcat backstop. Slusher's 0-2. Fastball thrown past Blake Fuller. He swings through it and is the first out of the inning. Fuller goes down on strikes. That'll turn over the lineup, and Dom Preves will come to bat for the Bobcats. Preves walked. Was stranded at third in the first inning. Hit into a 4-6-3 double play. His second time up. Fouls this one straight up in the air. It's the wind is just absolutely playing with this baseball. That looked like it was going to land in the press box up here, and I just watched the wind take it all the way back into the field of play as it landed on the brown turf that is the warning track for the catchers. I've always thought that was funny. And they put brown turf down for the warning track, purely for aesthetic. That's not helping anybody. Preves hits one through the left side, and the Bobcats have a man aboard here with one away. Good piece of hitting by Dom Preves there. That'll bring up Rontrell Greer, the Bobcat right fielder. Preves with a good lead over there at first. Here's a pick-off attempt. Looks like there's a vulture circling the outfield. That's never a good omen. If I was that left fielder, I'd be worried. Another one coming in to circle the right fielder. That's not a good sign for the Chargers, huh? This one misses off the plate. Counts 1-0 on Greer. Greer walked his first time up after a good at-bat. Preves expands the lead a little bit when Slusher comes set. He was on the move. They got him. He's stuck in the middle. Dom Preves going to run down. The best thing to do here is just run into somebody. There it is. He got his obstruction. He ran into number 21. Attaway, Dom. As I mentioned, the best thing you can do in a rundown situation like that is try to find somebody close enough to the baseline to grab onto and see if you can get an obstruction call. Dom did just that. He was stuck. Got tangled up with number 21, and he'll move to second base. The field umpire is going to go explain it to the Edison State head coach, see what he saw. 100% his call here. Apparently we need more of an explanation here. Not sure what else there could be to talk about this. Gave him a thumbs up at the end, though, so, and he's shaking his head. I'd say that was a sarcastic thumbs up. Or maybe just told him he's doing a great job. Who knows? We can't hear up here. Prevesk will be at second. 1-0 count on Greer as he's at the plate, batting with a man in scoring position now. Bobcats threatening again here, bottom of the fifth inning. Greer spits on another fastball down in the dirt. Counts now 2-0. Greer takes a big swing. Misses a fastball. Count goes to 2-1. Prevesk looked like he had Slusher timed up there. He had a good jump off the bag, but put the brakes on. I think he's more just trying to draw some interest over there. Greer fouls one. That one will make it, I think, into the parking lot. One off our roof over here. Count now 2-2. Greer hitting .258 on the season. As we mentioned, 500 on base percentage, lots of walks. Got 11 RBIs, 3 doubles and a bomb out of his 8 hits so far this year. He'll get that back in the box here. Counts 2-2. Slusher steps off and makes I wouldn't even say that's a half-hearted attempt. That was like a fifth-hearted attempt to second base with a throw. We'll reset, do it again. There goes Prevesk. He dives in safe. It got into left field. He'll stay there, though. The third baseman was a little bit on top of him, but I don't think he was going anywhere even if he was able to get up and run there. That ball kind of ended up right in the left fielder's glove. Count will go to 3-2 now on Rontrell Greer. That pitch missed low and away. Good pitch to throw on, but Don Prevesk just had too good of a jump out there at second base. He steals the bag. Another 3-2 count. That ball misses high, and Greer will take another walk. His 73rd so far of the year. No, I believe that's only his 17th. It seems like he's walked a ton of times, though. 16th walk so far this year for Rontrell Greer. Him and Ryan Horstman and Logan Wonderly just always seem to be on the bases. Deep counts. So that'll put runners at the corners here. Johnny Costella coming to the plate to hit. Another pickoff attempt to first base, but Greer wasn't going anywhere. He dives back in safe. The Bobcats trailing by 4 here, bottom of the 5th inning. Greer's on the move. Costella swings and fouls one off. I don't think that's what Coach Plato was going for over there at third base. He wants Costella to take that pitch so that he can hit with runners on second and third instead of first and third. Getting Greer on second base is big here. As one, it eliminates the chance for a double play, and it puts more wheels out there in scoring position. As if Costella were to hit a ball through the infield with second and third, with Greer and Prevesk out there, that's 2 runs instead of just 1. A pickoff throw to third base. So they try to get Prevesk leaning a little bit. They had Greer stuck in the middle. If the third baseman would have come off the bag and snapped it over to Jacobs over at first, they would have had Greer dead to rights as he was moving again. That's an interesting play that I've never noticed before. That could be lined up. That pitch misses high. Counts now 1-1 on Costella. Greer wasn't moving on that one. Little action down there in the Chargers bullpen. Slosher is getting up there in pitches. We'll have to. I can pull up the feed and see how many he's thrown. A 1-1 count here on John Costella. Slosher's thrown 80 pitches so far, 44 strikes. He's also thrown to first 25 times. So Costella gets into one, hits it into left center. That ball will get down. Prevesk will score. Here comes Greer coming around third base. He'll score standing up. Costella into second base with a stand-up double. And the Bobcats are right back in this one. Big hit there by the Bobcats sophomore Johnny Costella. Huge 2 RBI double there. The Bobcats right back in it here as the score is now 7-5. That looks like that'll do it for Jaron Slusher too. The Edison State coach comes out the dugout, gets his big righty, gives him a job well done pat, and brings in a right-handed reliever. We'll be back with the reliever's numbers after his warm-ups. Bottom of the 5th inning, Bobcats on the board here as they play 2 on the Johnny Costella 2 RBI double. That'll run Jaron Slusher from the game. He finishes with 4.1 innings pitched. He allows 5 runs, 5 earned on 5 hits, 4 walks, struck out 6. He'll turn the ball over to Kevin Bellamy coming out of the Chargers bullpen. Bellamy's first pitch looks like a breaking ball to Tyler Wolf. That was a big swing from Wolf. He falls behind on the count 0-1. Bellamy, the other pitcher that's thrown the most innings for the Chargers, he's thrown 24 1/3 innings. Got a 1.85 ERA. He's the only pitcher on the team with a better record than. Good jump by Johnny Costella. That ball wasn't fouled off. It just skipped away, but Johnny was on the move. It looks like before Bellamy even picked up his foot. Tyler Wolf behind on the count 0-2. He'll bat with Costella on third base now here and 1 away. Bellamy with a 1.85 ERA, 30 strikeouts to 7 walks in his 24 1/3 innings. Wolf hits one on the ground to the first baseman, Jacobs. Hit it too hard for Costella to score. That'll bring up Drew Furchow as he'll bat here with 2 away. Costella, the runner at third. We've seen some balls skip to the back here, too, so Johnny Costello is on his toes down there at third base, ready to go on anything in the dirt. That one misses low for ball one. That one will miss off the plate as well. I think we're looking for a pause there from Bellamy. I'm not sure I saw one. I don't think the Bobcats are real happy about it either. Oh, good lord. That pitch is at the ankles of Drew Furchow and is ruled a strike by home plate umpire. I'm glad I don't ever know these guys' names. That was a terrible call. Counts now 2-1 on Furchow. This one swung through 2-2. So you see how the one missed call can change the entire outlook of an at bat. Drew Furchow went from having a 3-0 count where he's sitting dead red on a fastball to having to swing through a 2-1 breaking ball here from Kevin Bellamy. We're on the count now 2-2. So you wouldn't think one call would have a huge impact on a ball game, but it does. Furchow having some fun in there in the box. He takes ball 3 and gives Bellamy a stare down. Juan Soto-esque over there. Right, here comes Furchow, batting with a 3-2 count here. Bellamy's pitch swung on, fouled off. Hard to tell on foul tips up here. Like I said, we can't hear anything. Looks like that one got a good piece of the catcher, Warner. Home plate umpire will run the ball out to Bellamy. Give him a minute to get his bearings. Looks like it caught him on the inner thigh. Count remains 3-2 on Furchow. That was the fastball. We'll see if Bellamy tries to spin him a 3-2 breaking ball here. I'd be ready for one in the dirt. If it skips away, Costello will score and make this a one-run ball game. Fastball spotted outside corner. Furchow's rung up. You think he could have got a little forgiveness there, as he should have walked 2 pitches ago. Home plate umpire says, no, you're struck out, and that'll do it for the Bobcats here in the bottom of the 5th inning. They plate 2 more on a Johnny Costello double. Score now 7-5 going in the top half of the 6th. We're back here, top of the 6th inning. Connor Lovejoy stays in the ball game. He'll work his 4th inning. Lovejoy done a great job out of the Bobcat pen so far. His first pitch to, I think this might be a pinch hitter. Number 9. Oh no, that's Zach Grau. I'm sorry, Zach Grau is leading off for Edison. He grounds the ball over there to Logan Wonderly. Wonderly scoops it up, steps on the bag for the first out of the inning. He'll pass the bat to number 6, Mason Maccabee. Mackey will come to bat here. He's 2 for 3 on the day. I'm sorry, 2 for 2. Got hit and scored in the first inning. Got a single and a triple so far on the day. This one catches the outside part of the plate. Count now 2-1. That one's fouled off. Count now 2-2. Maccabee hits one high to center field. Ryan Horseman's underneath it, makes the play. The Bobcats have 2 away here. Lovejoy cruising through the heart of this Chargers lineup once again. Maccabee's the second out of the inning. That'll bring up Clay Jacobs, the cleanup man and first baseman for the Chargers. Jacobs fouls one off in the box. Strike 1. Lovejoy throws another first pitch strike. I feel like he's been ahead of the batters all day long. That makes your job a little easier as a pitcher, working from strike 1 instead of ball 1. Flips a breaking ball in there for strike 2. So Lovejoy way ahead here, 0-2. The way that slider's working today, if he could throw one on the back foot, he might get Jacobs swinging over the top of it. There it is, that back foot slider. Jacobs can't hold up. Strike 3. Great job from Connor Lovejoy. He rings up Jacobs for the 3rd out of the inning, throws up another 0, and gives his guys a chance to make a run at it here in the bottom of the 6th inning. We'll be back. Bobcats trailing 7-5. We're back here, bottom of the 6th inning. Ryan Horseman leading it off for the Bobcats. He's behind in the count now, 0-1. Horseman gets into one, hits it high and deep, but foul. Hit that one a mile, but pulled it a little bit. Didn't have enough hang time for the wind to straighten it out. So Ryan Horseman behind in the count here with a loud strike 2. He swings through a breaking ball for strike 3. He's the 1st out of the inning. That'll bring up Logan Wonderly. He'll bat with 1 away. Wonderly, a big 2 RBI single his last time at the plate. He takes a called strike 1 here from Bellamy. Bellamy throws another one in there for strike 2. Looking at the records, I thought Bellamy would be starting game 2 here for Edison State. But with him closing this one, we gotta wonder who they're planning to pitch the rest of the weekend. That ball misses down and away. Wonderly spits on it. Count now 1-2. Outside of Slusher and Bellamy, they've got, I guess they've got a third guy here. He's thrown a lot of innings. Wonderly hits one through the left side for a base hit. He has another knock. Logan Wonderly swinging the bat really well right now for the Bobcats. I guess we'll probably see Preston Heintzman. He's got 21 innings thrown for the Chargers next for game 2. And the Chargers putting all their chips in here, trying to win game 1 against the Bobcats. Homage takes a breaking ball. Looked like it was in off the plate, but called for strike 1. Count 0-1 now on the Bobcat shortstop. Homage always seems to be the guy that gets the hit late in the game. We'll see if he can come through again here for the Bobcats. Good pickoff move there by Kevin Bellamy from over there at first. Almost got Wonderly leaning. People always say a good left-handed pickoff move is a balk, but I feel like any good right-handed pickoff move is also a balk. Like that right knee's got to buckle, that front knee. Homage hits one up the middle, right to shortstop. Maccabee flips to long. They send it over to first for the inning-ending double play. So that one came off the back of the mound and hopped right into the glove of Maccabee at the shortstop. He's able to start the routine 6-4-3 double play, and the Bobcats go quietly here in the bottom of the 6th. They got one more shot coming up in the 7th. We'll be back. Top of the 7th inning, Connor Lovejoy remains in the ballgame. He'll come out to work his 5th inning of work out of the Bobcat pen. He'll see number 4, Jordan Long. Long swings through a good breaking ball there. Count now 0-1 on him. Lovejoy starts ahead in the count again. Another one in there for strike 2. So Lovejoy ahead of another Chargers batter here. 0-2. Breaking ball flailed at. Blake Fuller get it out front. He'll make the throw over there to Wonderly. Good play by the Bobcat catcher to hop up out of the crouch. Come get that ball in fair territory and get the leadoff out here for his pitcher. So 1 away. Lovejoy continues to dazzle. That'll bring Troy Taylor up. Taylor squares around a bunt, pulls it back. Should have been a strike. It wasn't. Blake Fuller made sure he let the umpire know. Turned around and said, hey, that was a strike. You should call it next time. This one hits sky high. Fuller's going to give it a look. He works back, makes the play right at the net. Nice play, Blake Fuller. That ball came way back. They start the around the horn. Costello was in his pocket when he made the catch. Fuller flipped it to him, and Johnny threw it probably about 70 yards to Jackson Homage over there at shortstop for around the horn. They got 2 away here. Bobcats look to get this third out real quick and go and try to hit again, huh? Slider in there, strike 1. Lovejoy flips another breaking ball in there, gets ahead of yet another Chargers batter. This one hit on the ground to Jackson Homage. Long throw, can't make the play as Logan Wanderley. Stroke of good luck there for the Bobcats, though, as that ball gets past Wanderley, hits the railing behind first base, and ricochets right back to him. So what could have been a 2-bag error ends up being no damage based off of a nice little Kareem off the handrail. So that'll go down as the third error of the ball game for the Bobcats. This one's hit up the middle. Preves gloves, flips to Homage over there at second base, and Lovejoy works right out of that one. The Chargers leave a man stranded here in the 6th inning, or the top of the 7th inning. The Bobcats will be coming up in the bottom half of the inning, looking to win a ball game. They trail this one 7-5. Caleb Atwood will come in to pinch hit for the Bobcats. I'm going to grab our door. It's flying around behind us. All right, Caleb Atwood coming to pinch hit for the Bobcats here, bottom of the 7th inning. We got a ball on the field. Wasn't sure what was happening. There's a ball out there in right field. We're back. Caleb Atwood coming to bat. He'll bat for Blake Fuller, the Bobcat catcher. Atwood takes a called strike. Atwood hitting .333 on the season so far in limited action. Got 3 knocks and 9 tries. Behind the count here, 0-2. No. That one in there to ring up Atwood. So Caleb Atwood goes down, first out of the inning. That'll bring up Bobcat leadoff man Dom Prevesk. He'll hit here with 1 away. Dom 1 for 2 on the day. Got a hit and score to second time, his last time up. He'll hit this one high into the air. The shortstop goes out and makes the play. And 2 away now for the Bobcats. So Rontrell Greer, the last hope for the Bobcats, is he'll bat here with 2 outs, bottom of the 7th inning. Kevin Bellamy looking to secure the victory for his team. Greer swings to the first pitch for strike 1. And this one catches the outside part of the plate for strike 2. So Greer behind in the count again, 0-2. Familiar territory for Rontrell Greer. He's been here twice before. Ended up with walks, both those at bats. This one misses high. Counts now 1-2. One-two pitch. Misses high as well. Count goes to 2-2. Bellamy comes set. The 2-2 pitch on its way. This one's in the dirt. Counts now 3-2. So Greer works another full count. That one looks like it ate up the catcher a little bit. He's been beat up pretty good back there. A payoff pitch on its way. Greer fouls one off. He stays alive. Count still 3-2. I wonder if I can see pitches per at bat here on the game changer. Bellamy comes set, kicks, and that's ball 4. Rontrell Greer draws another walk from being behind on the count 0-2 to ending up at first base with a walk. Let's see if we can find that, huh? Greer. Pitches per at bat. I'm pretty sure it's right here. It looks like he's seeing 4 1/4 pitches per at bat, which is insane. That'll bring up John Costella. He'll hit. He's the represents the tying run for the Bobcats in there at the plate now. Another pickoff attempt. Try to get Greer off the bags. No good. Yeah, pitches seen per plate appearance. Greer is seeing 4.2 pitches per plate appearance. That one misses down and away for ball 1. Another pickoff attempt. So Greer wouldn't expect him to be doing anything crazy on the bases here. As the Bobcats need Costello to score to keep this ball game going. He's just kind of a bonus run. You know, if Costello's going to score, Greer's going to have to score first. Johnny swings through that one. The count's now 1-1. Another pickoff attempt. And Bellamy comes set. Johnny spits on one. Count now 2-1. Costello, of course, the big 2 RBI double his last time up. Made this game as close as it is. He got us those 4th and 5th runs. Swinging the bat well at number 9. He hits another one right up the middle. That'll get through. Greer's going to give it a look, but he'll go back to second base. So Johnny Costello keeps the Bobcat dream alive. That'll bring up Tyler Wolf. Tyler Wolf, easily capable of ending this game with one swing of the bat. Step in the box and represents the winning run here for the Bobcats. So Bellamy's ran into a little bit of trouble here. Bobcats at first and second. Tyler Wolf at the plate. First pitch misses down and away for ball one. Oh, they got Greer picked off second base. Greer's hung up in the middle. He dives in. He's in there safe. He's safe at third. Rontrell Greer makes a mistake on the bases, gets picked off as the not even the tying run, is the run to make it within one from second. Stuck in a pickle, dives in third ahead of the tag. And that'll bring the Edison State coach out to chat with his team about what just happened there. That was just not a great looking baseball play on anybody's part. As I just mentioned, Rontrell Greer doesn't really mean anything for the Bobcats. He's going to have to cross home plate for John Costello to cross home plate and to tie this ball game up. He's just kind of bonus at this point, or it has to happen. He gets picked off, and then Edison State does the worst possible thing you can do in a rundown and runs the runner towards the bag that he would be advancing to, and then doesn't get the out. After some ugly baseball, we've got Bobcats at the corners here. A 1-0 count on Tyler Wolf. Johnny Costello representing the tying run over there at first base. Tyler Wolf, the winning run at the plate. The Bobcats are unhappy because Bellamy stepped off and didn't fake a throw like he's supposed to do. He picks over to first, trying to get Costello off first base, but Costello's not going anywhere yet. I wouldn't be surprised to see him moving at some point in this at-bat, though. The Bobcats like to run. Bellamy throws a curveball. It's hammered high and deep. Tyler Wolf hits it a mile, but it's caught in left field. If he'd have pulled that ball, it ended up on the highway. Tyler Wolf flies out to left to end the ball game. Bobcats make a run at it. They make a run at it. They play hard. They get the tying run on first, the winning run at the plate. I think they wanted Tyler Wolf at the bat here with a chance to win a ball game. I'll take that bet 9 times out of 10. We're trying to win a ball game. We want Tyler Wolf at the dish. That's fine with me. They dropped their first conference game here, 7-5 to the Edison State Chargers. Jaron Slusher gets the win for Edison State. Give Tyler Schlick the loss. Pull up our stat sheet here. Get us the end of the ball game. Connor Lovejoy comes out of the pen and does a fantastic job for the Bobcats as he throws 5 innings. Gives up 1 run, none earned on 3 hits, 1 walk, struck out 4 along the way. Cade Campo did his part as the stopper too, and in the stopping the bleeding in the first inning as he goes to the first 2 innings out of the pen, allows 2 runs on 2 hits, walks 2, strikes out 2. Lovejoy tossed 50 strikes in his 68 pitches. At the plate, Johnny Costello had a 2-hit day. He had 2 hits, 2 RBIs. He was 2 for 4. Rontrell Greer came in and walked 3 times, so doesn't actually have a recorded at-bat. He came in and had 3 good at-bats, walked 3 times, scored a run. Logan Wonderly had 2 hits, 2 runs. 2 hits, 2 RBIs. That'll do it for us here in Game 1. We will be right back with the stream for Game 2. I'll go get our lineups, grab a sandwich, maybe a cup of coffee, and we'll be back after it for Game 2. Bobcats look for a little redemption as they look to bounce back and take Game 2 against Edison State.